All right, y'all. So day 2 of the full events at the CrossFit Games. The individuals were given a break today. So it was all teams, and there was adaptive and age groups stuff going on as well. So different, a little bit slower day for sure. A lot of really, really long events for the teams, but definitely had a very, very exciting ending, which I'm excited for y'all to see the energy that was in the Alliance Energy Center. It was electric. It was freaking awesome. I think it was kind of flat, and you'll see it in a second, but I just want to walk you through the entire day. And we definitely got involved in some stuff outside of directly in the CrossFit Games as well. So we'll give you that breakdown as well. Starting with event 1, similar to the individuals, the team had the swim and kayak event. Of course, Rich Froning's here. CrossFit Mayhem took home the win. And then coming in, event 2 and 3 in North Park, it was just an absolute freaking grind in the heat today. It was supposed to be a little cooler today. Still ended up getting into like the 90s. So definitely felt for those athletes, because even just standing in the sun was pretty miserable. So event 2 was a bob push, and that bob, it's like a bobsled, weighed on the way out. They were pushing it, and it weighed 1,100 pounds.
Say what?
Then they got to the rig, and 2 teammates had to hold a 100-pound and a 70-pound cheese curd, which is just a rogue sandbag, but it's yellow, and we're in Wisconsin, so it's cheese.
No, I'm pretty sure though.
Cheese.
While their teammates were doing synchronized bar muscle ups. After that event, there was a 12-minute time cap on that, which not a whole lot of teams finished, but there were a few that finished for sure. And then they went straight in after that 12-minute time cap to very, very similar event, but rather than the synchro bar muscle ups, they were doing synchro toes to bar while their teammates were holding the cheese curd. And then they had to pull the sled back, and they added an additional 110 pounds, so that sucker weighed over 1,200 pounds as they were pulling it back toward the finish line. They asked Rich Froning about it at the end of the day, and he said it was just one of the hardest workouts he's done since he's been participating in the team events. 12 minutes time cap on that third event as well, and none of the teams made it. It was actually pretty exciting in that last heat. Mayhem and another team were side by side. They were probably within 5 seconds of finishing.
10 seconds.
Let's got a big ball out there. I think they get it. Let's make some noise for
Eric, that's a sick fanny pack you got there.
You got it. There's lots of room for amazing things. Fanny pack burrito.
And then after event 3, we kind of had a little bit of a change up in our day. So there's an organization that we've been getting more involved with, and this is actually Stephanie's first CrossFit coach. Do you want to tell them about our involvement with Redemption Road and what we did for them today?
Absolutely. So Redemption Road CrossFit, we will link in the description to their webpage, wherever that's going to be.
Yep.
They are transforming lives behind bars. So in Colorado's prison system, there are 4 affiliates, all Redemption Road CrossFit. My first CrossFit coach, Aaron Brill, is one of the founders and is currently the president of Redemption Road. And they are doing absolutely transformational work within the prisons. Sean and I were fortunate on July 10th to compete in one of their competitions at Denver Women's Correctional Facility in the prison. Stay tuned tomorrow for some more information about that competition.
Should we tell them now?
Tomorrow's better.
Yeah.
Tune in tomorrow for some more information
Wait.
about what went down in Denver Women's Correctional Facility and who we got to meet.
Yeah. There's a big interview, and we're excited to tell you about who we got to meet in prison.
Right. But today, Redemption Road and Aaron and the guys from Sterling actually took the big stage in the vendor pavilion today and got to share their work and the way it's transforming lives within the prisons. So please check out their webpage, check out the footage we got today. They are definitely an organization and an affiliate we're supporting, and we are really excited to be on as their media team now and following them in their journey and supporting them any way we can.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, while we were there with Redemption Road, obviously we were there filming, taking photos. So Aaron spoke about how it all got started. And then TJ, who was an inmate that was a part of the original Redemption Road CrossFit in the facility in Lyman, Colorado, and he has transitioned to the outside. So we got to hear his story, and I don't know about you, but definitely the tears started to come there, and just tears of happiness and the transformational work that they're doing as an organization. Like I definitely couldn't hold it back. And then they kicked it over to the folks that are actually in Lyman. They were in Lyman.
Sterling.
Oh, Sterling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they were in the Sterling Correctional Facility, and they were on a Zoom call and actually got to talk and interact with the audience right there in the center of everything in that vendor pavilion. So it was really, really cool to see those guys again. Yeah. We got to meet a bunch of them a couple weeks ago when we did that competition. Mm-hmm. So it's cool to see their faces, and they were definitely really excited to share their stories and the good work that they're doing in the prisons. All right, team. So we are in the vendor village here at the CrossFit Games, and recently we've been getting involved with an organization called Redemption Road CrossFit. One of our friends, Aaron Brill, is the president and founder of Redemption Road CrossFit. They're about to get going here in the main stage. They've got behind me, you can see they've got a screen with the inmates here. They're actually Zoom calling them in for this event. So they're just gonna share their story and what Redemption Road CrossFit is all about, making a huge impact. Right now in Colorado, they have 4 affiliates inside of prison where those inmates are actually getting their L1 and L2 in prison. And then as they transition out, they're working on helping those folks transition into the real world and getting them connected with jobs inside of affiliates. So making a huge impact on those inmates. And right after that, we grabbed an acai bowl. But we went to catch the last heat and a half of Team Event 4, which it was a long event, and it was similar.
So amazing.
Yeah, similar to what the individuals did. The first 2 teammates did 7 rounds of 5 synchro wall walks, 5 synchro thrusters at 135, 185 on those thrusters. Freaking heavy. After they got through their 7 rounds, they tag teamed their partners, and they had to do 5 rounds of 7 reps of each of those wall walks and those synchro thrusters. And it looked like Mayhem was probably gonna lose. They were a good chunk behind going into that 5th round, and the other team was already on their barbell by the time Mayhem was finishing their wall walks. And Mayhem, Rich Froning,
they had 3. The other team had 3 of their thrusters done as Mayhem was coming off of their wall walks for the final round. Yeah,
they walked over. They didn't run over, so they took their breath. They knew the team was taking a break, and they freaking went unbroken all 7 in a row. The stadium lit up. It was like lightning. It was freaking awesome to see. And you know, it's freaking Rich Froning. Like they walked up, zero hesitation. They picked up that freaking barbell, all 7 thrusters in a row, and it just was electric.
Let's make some noise. Let's cheer them on.
Fight to number 7.
Believe it, Rich, the perfect first day, and the only team to go 4 for 4 in the
I think it's incredible. We would not have had that last event if it wasn't for the crowd. So, once that last time got real hard, but when we saw everybody counting them down, gives you a little extra flair there. So that's all on you guys. We appreciate it. But great day. Everybody's like, oh, we did this, we did that. I'm like, we timed that one perfect. We timed the one before that perfect, just to get 0.2 whatever victories. That works, So perfect pacing on day 1. But thank you to everybody here.
So when I took my L1, CrossFit L1 to become a coach, Jason Ackerman, one of CrossFit's L4s, was one of the instructors. And I've since been following him on Instagram, and he posts really interesting kind of bits of wisdom and information and tips and tricks.
These short little things on what looks like a whiteboard on an iPad.
Yep. This morning, ironically enough, he posted something to the effect of competitive CrossFitters make up less than 0.001% of the CrossFit community. And I think that's just a reflection of there's a whole bunch of us here all around the world watching these teams, watching these individuals do just superhuman things. And most of us have done thrusters, have done wall walks. I would venture to say most of us have not done that quantity of thrusters at that weight, especially in that time frame. Yeah. And so you take a team like CrossFit Mayhem and a leader like Froning, who kept his partner at a steady pace. Through those last few rounds, his partner, who doesn't have the competitive experience that he does on the games floor, you could tell she wanted to go, she wanted to do the wall walks faster, she wanted to run back to the wall. And you could see Rich telling her, walk with me, and slowing her down, even though the team currently 1 rep, 2 reps ahead of them was running. And so you take that 0.001% of all of the CrossFitters that are competitive, and then there's this just sliver of them that are a step above that. I mean, they are the ultra elite. And to see an entire coliseum of people on their feet screaming today was so amazing.
Yeah, it was freaking awesome. It was really, really I'm sure it won't show through in the video, other than you'll hear it for sure, because I mean, it's definitely, I'd say for me, highlight of the week so
absolutely
far. Yeah.
Absolutely. It was like thunder in there. And so just to see them pull off those wins by seconds, to see Rich just lead his team with such mastery, it's just incredible.
Heck yeah.
Stay tuned tomorrow. We have a really, really exciting interview to tell you about from within Denver Women's Correctional Facility with one of the top names in the sport, something you won't want to miss, and more coverage.
Yeah. So, get some sleep. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet and you're enjoying this content, please take the time to do that. It actually means a lot, and it really helps with the growth of our channel. So even if you're not a big YouTube person, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button.
We've got great stuff coming your way.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.